Well, what happened was I walked past him. If you see it in my story, I checked him, and he said, "What did he say?" He said, "You good?" I was like, "I'm great." And then Waleed or him muffled something, and I doubled back, and I went over there to kind of just check his energy. And I went there, sized him up, patted him on the shoulder to feel how dense he is. I shook his hand because I wanted to feel the kind of pressure he put on from a guy who said I would not shake his hand when I beat him. Da 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 da. So because he's just like one of those dogs that just barks behind the fence, but when the fence opens up, he comes around and just like real timid. So I could feel that off him, and it's the energy. So I went to check his energy, and I even said, "You look skinny." I expected him to take that the wrong way, but yeah, he and Waleed were just giggling like little girls. So I already knew what I already knew. I just confirmed it. I knew that they were gonna submit to me. So yeah, he didn't check out when I checked him.
You know, I don't know what happened because he changed a lot his personality. You know, his persona, because the Adesanya that I saw on video conference was very disrespectful guy. He showed his fingers a lot of times to me, but when I met him upstairs, he was very kind, very gentleman. So, you know, I was waiting. When I saw him, I was waiting for a different kind of guy. You know, I looked for him. He came and he gave his hand to shake his hand, and he asked me, how you feel? You feel good? Okay, I'm good. He say, yeah, you look very good. He say, I'm like what I'm looking for. What you like? So, but it's okay. If he changed, okay.
After I pick up this victory, I already kind of set the stage for the next one for a guy I have in mind. I want Cannonier. I'm not looking past Paulo. I'm just setting up the stage because I feel like Cannonier is going to destroy Robert Whittaker or dominate him. So I already told Cannonier he does that, he's next in line.
What is it about Cannonier that makes you believe he'll just tear through Robert Whittaker?
Cannonier's a dark horse. He's the dark horse of the division. He's a guy we've had our eye on for a long time because when he dropped down to middleweight, he's become a killer. He's become a terrorizer, and also just who he is as a person. I think he's had a bit of a revamp, kind of like the way Masvidal did. You know, he's had a bit of a resurgence, a resurrection, if you will, and I just see him being a formidable force to be stopped, and I look forward to that challenge.
First of all, I think, as you say, he's a counter. And everybody here saw when he fought Romero, if one guy not push him, he will not push out. He will stood, the guy came from him. So I will try push him to bring him to the fight, but if he avoid the fight, I will not run, you know, not, como é que você falou?
Chase him.
I not chase him all time. I will go back to the middle and cut the angles, and try to make the fight make happen.
Okay, so
percentual de gordura está muito baixo e de água também. Leva ela aqui que amanhã dá pra fazer de novo. O percentual tá bem baixo, então fica bem vermelho, mas sentindo bem, renovada. Todo esforço vale a pena. Tomar um banho quente agora. Obrigado.
I'm happy with fight with everybody. Doesn't matter. I'm with everybody tomorrow, tonight. Yeah, always ready to fight. I love fight. My dream is a title, but I can fight with everybody. Damien, my Jorge Masvidal, Diaz, brothers Diaz, like Cannonier, everybody. I can smash with everybody. Doesn't matter. You know, my people talk about him like Khabib smashed him, brother. He's already, everybody know who I am. He's not my level. Like Khabib showed that to everybody. it's gonna be same. I take him down, I smash his face. Yes, 100%. I'm ready.
Right now, if Dana called and said, Khamzat, I need you, fight for the title, you're telling me you would get on a plane and you
Of
would
course,
fight?
100% for the title. I'm always ready. I will be so happy if they give me this chance and jump in there. Yeah. So 100% I'm gonna take this.
Early 2020, January, February. We have our eyes on some of the big welterweight fights coming up. Didn't want to divulge who they're looking at, but put it in writing, get it out there to the world. Nick Diaz is back. We are fighting again, and everyone's on notice. When we see everyone in the welterweight division, it's on site. That's what he said. What do you make of this? Because let's be honest, DC, we have heard this from the Diaz camp before. You know, he hasn't fought in 6 years. Do you believe this time that he is, in fact, coming back based on what you saw there and what I'm telling you?
Well, when you look at his physical shape, right, it's easier to believe this time. Because before, Nick would talk about fighting, but he was like always in a bit of a party setting, right? Like he'd be hanging out with his friends, playing with his nunchucks. I'll be back. But the reality is, watching him there, he looks in great physical condition. It's easier to believe. And also looking at the state of the welterweight division, you know, you think that if you're a competitor like Nick Diaz, you will consider fighting again. And I do believe that this will be the time that we see him. But how about the fact that I almost said Nate Diaz? Because think about this, bro. Back in the day, Ariel, it was Nick Diaz and his little brother, Nathan. But when Nick's been gone for so long, when you think Diaz brothers, now you think Big Nate. You think Nate Diaz when you think about the Diaz brothers, and I know he would disagree because, you know, Nick Diaz army and everything, but I believe that he will fight again. And if he does, it makes for some interesting times